Now let us begin with stage 1. And of course, stage 1 is the introduction. And during this stage, the examiner will ask warm-up questions. In other words, questions on topics that are familiar to the test taker. About the test taker's interests, about hobbies, about school, about free time, about future plans, about the place where they live, and so on. Now here it is very important that the test taker speaks naturally. And of course, it is also important that the test taker does not give dry answers. In other words, does not simply answer yes, no, or for example, to the question, where do you live, Athens? The test taker should always try to say a bit more. And also, I would like to say that the test taker should not worry if the examiner interrupts the test taker and asks him or her something else. That means that the examiner was satisfied with the answer and wants to ask something else. So here it is very important that the test taker does not give dry answers, and also it is important, and this applies throughout the test taker should try not to get stuck. If the test taker cannot think of a word, he or she should paraphrase, should explain. But it is important that the test taker does not remain silent. At the end of stage 1, the test taker will be asked a question that has to do with the topic that will follow, is related to the information that will be on the information sheet that will be used for the next part. And this is known as the transition question. So the transition question is the last question in stage 1, and of course gives the test taker an idea as to what will follow.